Welcome, everyone. Thank you for coming to Conscious Life Expo. My name's Michelle Anderson. I'm part of Awakening Code Radio on KXFM, and I didn't know this was going to happen in this moment, but while I was sitting here looking at each one of you, I was overcome with the feeling that something special is going to take place here today. I've never said that before in any of the intros I've ever done, but tears sprung to my eyes. I felt my heart burst open. And I can only attribute that to whatever is going on with A.L. Garris and her guides. Is it Garris or Garris? Did I say it wrong? Garris. Oh. How many of you are familiar with A.L.'s work? And how many of you were just drawn here? That's what I thought. Did you see that? Ale, you have a lot of new people that are coming to experience what you're going to bring through, and I can feel my whole body's vibrating. So I don't want to take up any more of your time. I think you read the bio and the intro and in the brochure, and you're ready to go on this miraculous ride of being the new human. And it feels to me like everybody in this room is already a new human, and this is going to anchor that in today. So thank you. Thank you for doing your part to be good humans. And now I have the honor to introduce you to A.L. Garris. Let's give her a warm welcome.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Hello. Hello, 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 Holy One. Iana nea taua kea, asabo aye. Iana kea. Your presence, Holy One, your presence is this space. Your presence, your energy, your soul, your spirit, your consciousness is this space. Yes. I get emotional, but it is love, Holy One. It is love. We are the new human. And we are being the new human. And that means we are implementing the understandings of ourselves to be new, to speak new, to think new, to choose new. In every way we are being us. This space is going to be a space of touching on understandings of implementation of how we be the new human. But it is layered, Holy One. It is layered. You are here to activate a new level of energetic flow for humanity. You found your way to this space. I found my way to this space, yes? We found our way to this space to be this. We are surrounded by teams of light, divine ones. You have your name for them, directly connected with your belief structure. A cosmic quantum energy meets everyone right where they're at. It allows for all structure, all belief, all flow. I have names I use to relay and understand those that I work with, those that I understand are with us. This might resonate for you, and you may have your own names as well, but I have seen them for quite some time, and I know many of them as the tall ones, if that resonates for anyone. I understand the understanding of connection with my work with the Palladians and the Arcturians, the Lyrians, Avians. But they asked me years ago to not label them, to not pick one space and say, this is who I speak from, or this is who I represent. They said, take them beyond that, please. Humanity has identified in many ways and spaces, and it can be beautiful and beneficial and loving, but we can also be vaster, Does this make sense to you? Yes. There are many here with us now that we do not see with our physical eyes, but we are as much one with them as they are one with us. And as we be this space together in the way we are, all united, the energy is being implemented to birth this weekend. Do you understand? Yes? To move forward a new alignment of humanity. Being the new human, the space of that, I began teaching it in 2020 when the world shut down, right? I had never done Zoom. I didn't know what that was. I had a YouTube channel with 16 people and they were my family. And then all of a sudden I'm seeing light beings in my home and I'm having these incredible experiential spaces with understandings coming in, and I'm being told to tell the world. And they even said to hold destination events when the world was shutting down. And I thought, oh, okay, who will come? But some came. Those that needed to come came. And I started teaching the Being the New Human classes. And I never put a ton of thought. This is important for all of you to know because you're trusting yourselves. And that's what I did. I never put a ton of thought into saying, oh, but what if this and what if that? And if I'm going to say this and I'm going to step out in this way, then I have to get this, and this in a row first or something like that. It was never like that. It was like, show up and be present. Show up. Yes. Be present. And allow you. Allow your flow. Allow your gifts. Allow your heart. And allow the mind to be understood as a space of the processing of the new human, the implementation of the new human, and a clearing of the spaces that may be some cycles or some behavior traits or some go-to programming that is just no longer optimal. Yes. My voice will fluctuate. Yes. And many times I will speak from the higher mind, the higher heart. Yes. Yes. And we are asked to just allow, if you will, please, if you can hold this alignment with me. And we allow the flow of the higher human. We allow the understanding and the remembrance of who we are. A cosmic quantum energy has understandings and connections with the origination of Earth. A cosmos is a consciousness of us in higher spaces of ourselves that we are ready to remember. We're ready to reconnect with. We're ready to allow. We're ready to be. A cosmos is not a deity. It is not a religion. It is not a structural space of check this box, check this box, check this box, and then you're good. It is an ever-expanding space of connection of you. A cosmic quantum energy is the remembrance of this connection through the I Am, the sacred heart. A cosmos teaches the understanding of a reconnection of the root lines. We're like trees. We have root lines that come down our legs and out our feet. And the root lines go deep into the earth and connect with the energy of the earth. That is extremely beneficial for the physical vessel to benefit from the connection of the earth's energy to ground you. When I first learned of what was the understandings of what was coming to me, I understood that I carry grounding frequencies. And they're in the teachings, they're in the light language, they're in the soul songs, they're in the space itself. And the grounding frequencies are here to assist as humans ascend. That's what we're doing. We're ascending, right? We're shifting incrementally, breath by breath. It's not day by day. It's breath by breath. And we're shifting, yes, and expanding, and we're opening our flow. The root lines anchor into the earth. Yes, we're going to do this together in a little bit, so I'm giving you a lead-in so you'll know what we're doing, all right? The root lines, your root lines, just like a glorious tree, out your feet, into the earth, energetically connecting. The soul reconnection, we're going to work on that one. A space of the being, you, myself, where it's, yes, the understanding of the spaces of you through whatever spaces you have been. You had lifetimes before, you have lifetimes after. That's what eternal is. And at times, soul spaces experience difficulty or trauma, and they can splinter themselves off, if you will, to survive the space. Yes! And we've had a lot of this in human history, okay? Yes, and there are many spaces of human history being healed through us that aren't even a direct, like it's not directly you, but you are an anchor of healing for a space of humanity. Does this make sense to you? Because you can hold the anchor of that healing, because your consciousness is in a space of itself where it can do so. My body's processing all this energy, so that's why the breath does what it does, but I'm good. I actually like it. I'm not in pain, okay? So the soul reconnection, we're going to work on that. Now, when the soul reconnection comes in, you don't, all these spaces I'm talking to you about, you don't have to do anything. You just have to be. That's a big one for humans. We've gotten so used to the doing, right? And the checking off all the boxes. But the power lies in the being. And so the soul reconnection spaces for some can be one space at a time. And I have clients, students that will bring in many soul spaces of themselves will return, and or there'll be a knowing of a space of humanity that will be able to be whole again. The I Am Sacred Heart reconnection, another key part of a cosmic quantum energy we're going to work on. Your heart center is a portal. Yes, it is your I Am Holy One. And as you allow that space of you, the portal opens and your I Am floods in. And the roots have then anchored prior, as we spoke of, so that your vessel can hold you. Does this make sense to you? That you can hold you, ground you, your energy. So we work on the root, the soul, the sacred heart. Peace and balance is offered to your throat and your mind. Why? The throat is your authenticity. The throat is how you speak your truth. The throat is your center that processes change. Peace and balance is a benefit as you are doing all of those things. Yes! The mind, the way in which you run your programming, that's what the mind is. It's how you run your programming. Programming can be understandings that you have come into at this time of your life, that you have chosen on your own, that you believe in, that you know are you, that you connect with and feel deeply, and you feel aligned with, and they're optimal. And programming can also be something that somebody else told you. And they said, you're this. Or you should believe that. So we work with the peace and balance in the mind as well to assist with the programming as we are moving through these spaces of ourselves. There's a connection in a cosmic quantum energy to the waters of the body as well. You may be familiar with Dr. Emoto. It's a pretty standard one for people in our community. Dr. Emoto's science experiments with water and placing, what we would call positive affirmations or understandings, energy on water, and then crystallizing it, photographing it, and seeing the beauty thereof, also done with not so positive things, and the difference in what the water looks like. Water is programmable, and water carries program, and we just got done saying some of the programs may not have been yours from day one as a choice you made, but more so given to you. So in a cosmos, there's a space for the clearing of the water. There's a lot more, but I'm allowing the inner knowing of what is most important to share with you here in the space we have together today. When a cosmos came in to my remembrance in 2020, I didn't have all the words I have now. I didn't have all the understanding I have now. But I'll have even more tomorrow and the next day and the next day, and that's okay. But what I did have was an incredible amount of faith and trust and love for the divine. The divine within my own being that I knew I am. And the divine within you. When I meet people, I communicate via email or notes or anything. If you know me, you know this. I always say, hello, Holy One. Hello, Holy One. Because that is what I see when I see you. And it is a gift to look at the eyes of another and see their divinity. When I work with people, I remind them of that. A cosmos reminds us of that. It reminds us of who we are. It meets us right where we're at. And that is very different for everyone. For some people, it's a brand new space that they're just stepping into, and they are allowing themselves to be open to the understanding they are divine. But for some, it's uncomfortable, and they feel as if I've had some people even say to me, "Why do you call me Holy One?" Because they were kind of uncomfortable with it. And I understand that. I understand that. As you are on the journey of remembrance in the beginning, that can be uncomfortable. Allowing the space to meet you wherever you are at today is all I ask. Just allowing the space as it is, whatever it is for you. Someone here today can be looking for peace, and someone else can be looking for expansion, a remembrance of themselves from another connection point that they're ready to bring in to their now. Some may be wanting to understand why they're speaking light language, some may be ready to do it, and some may be wondering what the heck it is. But allow the space. Allow the space and allow you. The reason why we're asked to allow the space is because many things, but a key point is the space only becomes what we decide it is. The space only becomes what we decide it is. It's very empowering in all spaces of you, in all experiences of you. As you be the new human, it's very empowering to hold neutrality with the spaces you experience, as long as you can hold it. And as an observer, with awareness of the understanding of the space and your remembrance of yourself as a new human, be open to doing something new with the space. Be open to responding in a new way. Yes, to whoever you are in the space with, even if it's your own thoughts. Does this make sense to you? Be open to a new way. And that really is what being the new human is, right? If we're doing what we've always done, we're not being new. And we'll get what we've always got. And there's nothing wrong with where we've been. It is the only way we got here, right? So every step we've taken has been, yes, exactly what was needed to get to this point. So as I sit here with you today, and we're getting ready to go into the meditation space in just a minute, but as I sit here with you today, I'm asking you to just be open to the next level of you. I'm asking you to embrace the understanding that when you walk out this door, you're not the same vibration as when you walked in it. Does this make sense to you? And as you connect in with a cosma quantum energy, you're just being open to you, to your I am, to your divine flow, and to the remembrance implementing in your now. Implementing in your now. Does this align? Yes. And I'm going to say that right now as I look at you, you're quite glorious. My voice will change some, yes. And yes, you are also like ambassadors of light. You are ambassadors of light. Yes, you made a decision, what you would understand in human terms as a long, long time ago. But in the understanding of quantum reality, it's like yesterday. You made a decision to be this space with me. Thank you. Thank you for making that decision. So we're just going to allow this space. I'm going to shut down the lights, if that's all right with everyone. We're just going to allow it to get a little bit darker in here for just the space of the meditation. And we're just going to be this space together, Holy Ones. We're going to be this space together. You can close your physical eyes. Take a nice deep breath in, nice and slow. As you exhale, you're going to let your body relax. Yes. Just let your body drop. Yes. And just allow you, Holy One, allow the space. Allow the connection. The teams of light are here, Holy One. And you are a part of that team. You are not separate. You are a part of the team. They work with you, and you work with them. Just allow the space. Allow your breath. Allow yourself to imagine your feet, please. Yes, we're going to activate the feet. We're going to activate the centers on the bottoms of the feet. Just allow your breath. Yane yakao anea. Tabo aye. Yananea tabo aye. Yanakaoa. Welcome home, Holy One. Welcome home. Allow your breath. Yes, your root lines are activating. This is going to allow you to anchor more of your consciousness in this now, more of your remembrance in this now, more of your divine flow in this now. This is the activation of remembrance. This is the activation of reconnection to your I am. There's a lot of clearing going on right now. You may feel it in your stomach or your solar plexus area. Yes, just allow your breath. Yes, beautifully done. Just allow the space. There's spaces connected with family lineage that are clearing. There's spaces connected with ancestors that are clearing. And that is what we do in this space. That is what we do in this space. We allow, yes, and we be the divine alignment of this flow. Just allow your breath. Yane, yane, yane. Taboa ye, ianakea. Tane ianakaoa. Crown centers are opening. Just allow your breath, please. Just allow the breath. The roots are anchored. Yes! We're blessing the crown center. We're blessing the soul reconnection spaces as well. All you have to do is allow. Yes! The soul reconnection is happening right now. Allow the breath. Your rhythm, your way. Nice and slow. Nice and deep. Some of you are having spaces of yourself come back in that were, yes, you were a child. Yes, you were a child and a trauma occurred. And yes, there was a closure, yes, of connection. So there could be what you would call survival. Yes. Just allow the space. That's a really big clearing in your solar plexus. Just allow, please. Yes. Take a breath. Oh, yane nea taoa ye, yana kea kaoa, utoa ye, yanea taoa. Yes, you are so loved, Holy One. You are so loved. Allow yourself to see your heart. Imagine your heart. Yes. Allow yourself to imagine a beautiful circle of light, portal of light, center of light. Some of you it's golden, some of you it's purples. Just allow your way. Yes, trust yourself, Holy One. Trust yourself. Yes. Yes. Yes, this is the I am reconnection. This is the Sacred Heart reconnection. Just allow the breath. Yes! If you want, you can add in the understanding of the I am on the breath. It's very powerful. As you breathe, you allow the flow to be acknowledged by you as your divine consciousness moving through you, through the space of yourself that is your breath. Listen, and if you feel to do it with me, you can. You breathe in slowly. The I am is on your breath. The I am is in your breath. The I am is in your form. The I am is before any role, any title, any name, any gender, any understanding of the self labeled at all. It is just the I am. That is the eternal space of you, Holy One. Allow your breath. Allow your breath. We're blessing the throat center. We're blessing the mind. Peace and balance are offered. Just allow the space. Allow the breath at your rhythm and your flow. Blessing the waters of the body. Yes, yes, the flow is opening, Holy One. The flow is opening. Trust yourself. Yane, yane, kakoko aye. Yana saoa tea. Iana kawa kaoa. Ne yana tea. Asao aye. Trust yourself, Holy One, and just allow the space. The waters of the body being blessed. For some of you, this is a clearing of the programming in the water. For some of you, this is a bigger space than for others, but every single person, your waters are clearing right now. If they hold, you are not enough, they are holding now, you are enough. You are everything, Holy One. You are the I am within the form. You are the divine. Yes. You are the divine remembering who it is. And you are the divine allowing its flow. Yes. Another big clearing in the solar plexus. Just allow your breath. Some of you feel like somebody's touching the back of your head or the crown. Just allow. Just allow. A hand on the shoulder. Yes, your guardian, your guide. Yes. Yes. Allow your emotions, if you feel them, please. They are a way in which the energy moves. Trust yourself. This is your space. You designated it. You designed it. You aligned it. Now allow it. Yes, Holy One. Yes. Just be the space. Yes. Yananea taoa kea. Yananea taoa kea. Your heart hears me, Holy One. Your heart hears me. Listen with your heart. Listen with your heart, Holy One. Yanenea. Allow the space, please, and allow the tones you will hear. Just allow your breath, please. Allow your breath, allow the space, allow the sound to move through the being. Yane, 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 yana sa'ua nea. The divine ones that we walk with are here, Holy One. Yes! You are never alone. They walk beside you, they walk before you, they walk behind you. They are always with you. In this space, we are allowing the expansion of our now human to vibrationally coexist more and more with these higher spaces of ourselves. For some, there's some spaces ready to go. And for all, there's spaces ready to expand. Yes! Set your intention now. Yes! And allow. Allow it to be the shift of you. Allow it to be the alignment of the divine that you are. Yes! Within your form. Yanakea kaoanea. Taboa ye ianasea. Yane kaoa. Tane iananea. Allow your breath. Allow the root lines to go deeper. Your crown is expanding. There's an activation of remembrance, Holy One. Cells shifting. DNA activating. Yes! Allow the space. You have remembered, Holy One, a new alignment of your being in this now. You have remembered and you have allowed the activation of the remembrance to flow through you. Yes! You are the anchor of that alignment for humanity, if you will. It is not a responsibility or a chore. It is a gift, an ability of you. Each space here today, each soul, each space of consciousness, all interconnected with the One. Yes! And each space of consciousness, yes, now anchoring this higher flow, If you feel to, please place your hand on your heart if it feels aligned for you to do so. Just allow yourself to feel your body, your vessel, your being, your heart. Allow yourself to say, I bless my being. I bless my vessel. I allow my flow. Allow your breath. Allow the space, please. Allow your flow. You are this space, Holy One. You are this space when you are here in this room and you are hearing my voice. You are this space when you leave this room and you walk down the hall and you head to the next space you will be. This doesn't end. This is your quantum. This is your eternalness. This is your consciousness. This is your energy. This is your flow. And the new human is implementing and allowing the flow in all spaces of itself. It is not compartmentalized. It does not end when meeting ends or meditation ends or the day ends. For the new human is in all spaces of itself, its flow of the divine. We speak differently. We think differently. We're open to that difference every day. Marvel not, I say unto thee, ye must be born again. It's with every breath. It's with every breath. Allow your breath, Holy One. Yes. Tabuia, tabuia, isanabeyo. For some of you, this is a remembrance song of your soul. For some of you, this is a remembrance, a connection point. Tabuia, Kanoria, Sabonai. Allow your breath, please. Allow the space. All of the things that you're going to see and all of the people you're going to connect with. And you will be carrying the vibration of the divine. Yes, the I am ready to flow forward and through all the spaces of itself as you just be you. As you be you, the divine flows. And that is the new human Holy One, no longer seeking the divine outside of itself, within the spaces of man, tradition, cultures, but allowing the understanding to be embedded deeply within and implemented without the understanding of the divine within. Taboeya, Tanekea, Kaboaye. Allow your breath, Holy One. Allow the space. Yes! And allow you. And we're going to allow ourselves to seal this space. What has happened in this moment, Holy One, is a divine and sacred realignment that is unique to you. No two are the same. That's how vast the divine is. And you can allow yourself to seal it by your intention that in this very moment it is sealed in love, sacred love, divine love, beyond human comprehension, if you will. Seal it now with your knowing, with your intent, and that as you go forth from here, it is. Do you understand? It is. You are an anchor of higher consciousness, Holy One. You are doing it in your own divine and specific way. That is important. That is important for us to acknowledge and understand, because all of humanity is very, very vast. There's many variations in what we understand as the human collective. And every single space, yes, is valuable and divine. And your increment floods into the connection point of the collective. Your increment is a blessing. Your increment is valuable. Your increment is worthy. Your increment is divine. Your body is an antenna, if you will. Your body is a vessel. It houses your light, and it's an antenna. And your communications are opening the way you hear your guides, your teams of light, your angels, whatever your belief structure labels them as. Your body is an antenna of communication and a relay of that as well. Yes! As you trust yourselves more, this opens. Maybe you're trusting full throttle and you know exactly what I mean. And maybe this is a brand new space of understanding to trust in such a way. That's okay. Just allow. Allow your increment your way. Every single space is needed and matters. Yes! A cosmic consciousness is the remembrance and the connection point. It is an ascension connection, an ascension assistance, if you will. Humans are ascending. They are shifting vibrationally. The body knows exactly what to do. It is designed to process the ascension masterfully. Connect with spaces that resonate with you. Those spaces are designed to assist Those spaces are designed to be most optimal for you as you ascend. Your species is ascending and expanding as it does so. Yes! A cosmic quantum energy is one way, one space of assistance available to all who are experiencing, yes, and being open to their flow. Allow your breath, Holy One, as we allow this space to move into another space of understanding. Just allow your breath. Some of you want your light language to come on. Some of you want to understand your light language. Your heart hears light language, Holy One, and registers its meaning in energy that is most optimal for your body to process. When I speak light language, it is universe conveying. Yes, it is universe sharing information with itself, you, me. And everyone hears differently. I need to just speak to you in this language, please. Please hear me with your heart. Yane ya kokua. Yane sautoa. Nane ya kokoayi. Ianatawa tea taukokoa. Esene ianakawa. Utoa neneawa. Tene ianataoa, tene ianatakawa. Utokoko anene awa. Ianasea. Allow your breath. Tukuku ane ianasawa. Teke ianakokoa. Urasakane ana ea. Atakane ianakoa. Toko ane iakawa. Urakaka ane iarakasukutuku ane. Ianakau. Ianakau. And allow the breath again, please. Beautiful, beautiful. Now bring the focus back slowly, please, gently, just allowing the understanding of the focus coming back to the physical eyes. When you're ready to open them, you're going to open them. If you don't want to, you don't have to yet. If you're wanting to stay in longer, you can. But when you open the physical eyes, you're allowing yourself the understanding that the quantum doesn't stop because the physical sight is open again. The quantum space of you, the connection point of remembrance with your team of light, yes, vision, understanding, inner knowing, it's always, always with you. And as you open the physical eyes and you allow the sight, and you allow the notation of the understanding, you allow yourself to say to yourself, if you will, I am all spaces of me at all times. I am my quantum. I am my physical. What are we doing? Why? Because whatever you place your focus upon expands. Yes, whatever you look at is. The longer you look at it, the more it is. And many times we have these spaces of ourselves that we give more focus to, and they get more prominent in our lives. Your quantum being is asking for more of your focus, more of my focus. It's very interesting being the new human. It's very interesting. It's a space of expansion into self-mastery. It's a space of remembrance and allowance of that to flow. It's a choice with every breath, with every step, to, yes, Yes. Embrace, yes, your wholeness. Embrace your eternal soul. We as humans have been for a very long time, and this may be a space you haven't been in a very long time, but keep it in mind as you walk around the world. For a very long time, there's been a focus, flesh-based focus. So everything's been based on the flesh. What does my flesh want, you know? And now we're finding ourselves in a space where we're realizing we're spirit in flesh. And we're giving ourselves the opportunity to bring balance into ourselves. Does this make sense to you? You're giving yourself the opportunity. I'm giving myself the opportunity. And we're giving our collective, our species, our planet the opportunity to be balanced. In 2020, or 2019 really, I kept hearing, the light is here, the light is here. I wasn't doing this work yet. Understood this space of spiritual, but I wasn't doing this specific work, and I kept hearing the light is here. And as I kept stepping out and trusting myself and showing up and being present and allowing, the light is here, that understanding became clearer and clearer. We are the balance. We are the balance. It's a really powerful thought to hold, if you will. Hold it with me, please. We're not here to go to war with the darkness. We're not here to, and there's really big clearing going on right now. We're not here to go to war with the darkness. We're not here to, push an agenda or force something. We're here to be light. Be light. Be sacred divine love in form. Be it in the way you speak. Be it in the way you look upon another. Be it in the way you contemplate the situation. Be it in the way you do and be you. And just by doing that, there's a balance that comes in. There's an energetic balance that comes in that our planet and our species has not had. Does this make sense to you? So as you be you and be the new human, you are that balance point. And there's all different increments of that balance point. And they all matter. They're all important. The divine teams of light we work with, I heard the light is here, the light is here. And then I started hearing, I make YouTube videos, and I kept being in the understanding at the end of the YouTube video, I was to say, we are light, we are here. None of this was, I didn't write my book yet. I hadn't done any type of big outreach yet. But I kept hearing, we are light, we are here. And now I understand why I kept hearing it. Because of you. Because of you. Because of our teams that are what we would call unseen, but they're there. We are light. And we are here. We are here to be that light. That's what a cosmos is all about. It's a higher vibrational space of connection. Yes. It's an activation of remembrance. It's a release of spaces we've been and an allowance of spaces we're moving into, if you will. This really big clearing going on again in the solar plexus in the stomach. It's heavier on the left side right now, so this is an understanding for me that feminine lines are clearing really strongly right now. Mother, grandmother, so forth. Motherhood itself. Just allow your breath. Yes! Just allow the space. There you go. Big, big, big release. Big release coming in on the left side of the body. Just allow the breath, please. Yane kauko ane asawa tea. Uto ane ne awa. Uane ya kauko. Big release off the back of the lower back, the tailbone, the root line. A new root line being established. Yes! A new connection point being established. Yes, for the way in which you anchor you, and the way in which I anchor me, the way we anchor our entire species. When you walk out of here, Holy One, if you could please allow a moment in your mind, your imagination, and you could just envision who walks beside you, you will amplify that. This entire weekend is a space of opportunity. There is so much love in this building. There is so much love. And so many variation points of that love. That is how vast the divine is. Bless your variation point. Bless your sacred space of how you are you. You may get a lot of ideas while you're here, and they may resonate for ways in which you could expand, shift, move into another way of being you. Trust yourself and allow your flow. You have everything you need inside of you. Yes, you have everything you need. And we are all learning how to allow that truth. I saw a vision of what a cosmos doing, and I understood that there's a connection with the Mouth of God Center. It's a term given to a chakra center at the base of the skull, the back of the head. And I saw a vision just a couple months ago of this center shifting. If we're ascending, everything is changing. That's just what ascension is. I'm all right with that. I like it. I'm open. The Mouth of God Center is shifting. In my understanding, I humbly lay it at your feet. Do with it what you will. But I understood to allow the possibility of the Mouth of God being known as you move forward, the I Am. Why? For a big part of our collective, God has been a masculine connotation, or gods in some senses as well. And what I believe humanity is being given the opportunity to do is expand that space of God. Yes! To a space beyond that. Yes! So there's a space on the back of your skull, Mouth of God, where, yes, it's almost like, and I don't want to get cheesy on you or anything, but just stay with me. In the Matrix, Neo had the plug in the back of his head. Anybody seen that movie? All right. My understanding is, with this work that we do in a cosmic quantum energy, there's a disconnection of the Matrix from what we understand, the Mouth of God, and there's a reconnection of the I Am that we have always been. And humanity is ready to allow its I Am. Humanity is ready to allow its I Am. Will you bless that with me right now? Will you just take a nice deep breath in, and will you imagine your own I Am and the space of humanity. And will you allow yourself to see and feel, yes, the expansion of the I am within humanity, the remembrance of the I am within humanity, that the space of our origin is remembered. Just bless that, please. There's a lot of clearing going on in the breast. Boy, we're really clearing the connection of the mother line. You know why? Because we were all born into that older understanding. Every single person was born into it. But we have the opportunity to be reborn. Thank you for choosing to be reborn. Yane kia koanea. Yane kia koanea, Holy One. I would like to do a blessing of the energy centers with you as I teach it in Akasma. If you feel a resonance to do so with me, just follow along. Just place your hand on the center of your forehead if you'd like to do it, and simply say or think, I open my eye that I may see the truth. And take a breath, please. Take the hand to the throat, please. Gently touch your throat and think or speak, I open my throat that I may speak the truth. And take a breath, please. Place the hand on the heart. Think or speak. Yes, I open my heart that I may feel the truth. Yes. Allow your breath, please. And then take your hand and place it on the top of your head, on your crown. And think or speak, I open my crown that I may know the truth. Allow your breath. Just allow the space, please. Just allow the space. Yes, 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 yes. If you want to place your hand on your stomach, we're going to bless the solar plexus. I open and bless the higher alignment of my solar plexus. As my source space rises. Yes! Allow your breath. Lower your hand just a bit below your belly button. That's your sacral. I open and bless, yes, the higher alignment of my sacral. As I anchor my wholeness in my now. Allow your breath, please. Yane kia nakawa, niana saoa tea, tapopoa ye iana ta kane iana koa. Yane, 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 iana saoa. Lower the hand down to the very bottom of the pelvic. Just lay it on your lap. That's your root center, Holy One. I open and bless the higher alignment of my root center as I be, yes, my wholeness in this now. Yane kiana ka'oa. Allow your breath, please. Tane iana ka'oa kea. You have remembered, Holy One, at a new level of you. You have trusted yourself and allowed. You have listened with your heart and you have leaned in. You are seen, you are heard, you are valued. You are loved. You are surrounded. You are surrounded by love, Holy One. You are surrounded by love. If you feel to put your hands in prayer position, like hand palm to palm, you can place them right there in front of your heart. Just allow a breath as you hold them there. And then all together, very slowly if you will, just bow slightly forward. And when you're ready, return back upright. You have just acknowledged the divine within you and the divine within all. Yes, Holy One. Yes. Just allow the breath. You can lower the hands whenever you're ready. Just be comfortable. Just allow the breath. Yes, for some there's emotion. It's the energy of love moving in the form. Thank you for remembering and allowing. Thank you for remembering and allowing. I'm going to turn the lights on in just a minute. Just allow your presence here, Holy One, to extend a bit further. Move as you feel to move. Bring the focus back to the sight, the physical sight. Send out a wave of gratitude to your team, Holy One. Some are very familiar with their team, and they know exactly what I mean by that. And there are some that are wondering who their team is. But they trust, they have faith, they have one. Send out that gratitude, that unwavering flow of love. Some of you want to bless your family members in the divine space of connection. Your friends, loved ones. Yes, significant others. You're in a divine flow of connection that's powerfully united with many others in the same space here. Use it, allow it, bless it, see them in your mind's eye. See your children, see your loved ones, your others, your friends, whoever this is for you. Yes, whatever it is for them. Peace, health, freedom. Just send it right now. Bless them. You can think in your mind, you can see in your mind, I bless you. I bless you. See their face, I bless you. This is what a cosmic quantum energy does. It offers a bridge from you to all you are connected with. Be ready for an email, be ready for a phone call, be ready for a text, and then you're going to text me or you're going to email me and you're going to tell me what happened, because they're going to tell you. They're going to say something that's going to let you know something moved, something shifted, something changed. You were the bridge. You were the bridge. Thank you for being a bridge. Okay, now I'm going to turn this light on, so prepare yourselves. All right. Where are we at time-wise? Oh, thank you. Okay, wonderful. Okay. All right, so thank you for being this space with me in whatever way it flowed for you. I know that this is a divine alignment. However you found your way here today, I came from Florida. I flew across the country. We set this up to be what it is. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Does anybody have any questions or anything they'd want to share with me or the space that we've done here together today? Yes, yes. I love it. Okay, so the voice behind me, is it like my higher self or another being? Very good. Love it. Great question. Thank you. And he's not a plant, okay? They like legitimately asked me this question. My understanding is what we would understand as a connection point of the higher mind, the higher heart. Sometimes like for the most part, it's just straight up higher mind, higher heart. Because I really believe with this work that we're doing with the cosmic quantum energy, that we're being asked to take ourselves a little bit further away from the identification of it's a Palladian or it's a Lyran. It's awesome to do that. I love that. And I have feelings many times where I can feel a connection. And some people I work with will say, oh, well, that sounded like the Palladians, or that sounded like... But for the most part, my light language is a direct alignment with the higher heart and the higher mind. That kind of like, this is the way I see it, connects into all those spaces. Does that make sense? So I feel like that is just us asking ourselves to go to the next space of us, right? Not that we lose, let go, get rid of any of the spaces we are or have been. That's not what that means. It means we allow those spaces to just expand. All right? That's what I understand. I do have sensation, understanding of like beings called the tall ones. I said this earlier on, so that might resonate for you in some way, or some here. But they're just these exquisite, incredibly loving, higher dimensional beings that are very tall, and they'll come through the spaces I hold. I guess that's not totally accurate, but our mind is trying to do its best to utilize the words we have in the human language to describe what we're talking about. But it's like they're always right here, but we vibrationally are moving ourselves. Our consciousness is moving into an alignment that's more in connection with where they're at. So they're not like showing up in our world or we're showing up in theirs. We're just like kind of becoming more coherently aligned, if that makes sense, okay? When I first started holding spaces, people would move their body, and they would then afterwards say, wow, you really moved my arm. I can't believe you were like doing that with my leg or my arm or whatever. And I would be like, that wasn't me. And then they'd be like, what? No, it was you. You touched me. I'm like, no, that wasn't me. So the beings we're working with and interacting with, they are able to touch us and they are able to work with us. There's so much happening in these spaces, but we're ready for it. We're ready for it. And I believe everybody's in this room, and then some, is specifically timeline aligned to be the front wave of this. Does this make sense to you? You're the way in which this thing unfolds. You're the way in which the collective has this available to them. You're the front wave. You're the forerunners of it. You're the pioneers. Yes, of the alignment of the vibration of the remembrance of the I am in form. Yes? All right. Anybody else have anything they'd like to share? That was so wonderful. Look at what you brought to us. Thank you for that. Thank you so much. Anybody else? Okay. Oh, yes, yes.
Before we started, I kind of did a quick little meditation, and I noticed the space already had this. I've never seen this before. Just this, like a almost like a spiral of a protection grid. I don't know if that was something that you did for the space, but I knew something. I knew this was going to be really good.
Oh, thank you so much for being here.
Because I'm still feeling it, and it's
Yana Kanyana Toane.
for work. I want you to
Yana Teasana.
the vibration I'm holding is so much higher than what I came in with, and I want to, if you have any pointers, I was here last year, and there's so much going on with all these courses that we almost get a little lost with, throughout the halls, there's a lot of stagnant energy, so if there's any protection or something to just keep it flowing.
I love everything you shared. Thank you for being the eyes. Yes, because that's what you just did. You gave us a vision, you gave us sight, so thank you. And I love that. That's a seer. Thank you. What we started with the feet, and we talked about the root lines, that's a key space of how we hold Akasma, which is how we hold our higher selves, which is how we implement and be the new human. Because that's massive. The root lines, it's a different type of grounding that I'm talking about. It's an activation of a grounding of the new human. So what you experienced here today, I would love for you to tell me how this goes for you. Like even if you shoot me an email next week or something, and let me know if I'm on par here, whatever, because this is what Akasma's all about. When we do energy work, and I've done Reiki and quantum touch and EMT, emotional freedom technique. I've done a lot of different things, and they're beautiful, and I love them, and I respect all of them. But what happened was my energy work started changing with my individual clients before all of this, right? And I understood that this rooting had to happen so that we could do exactly what you said. Is there anything we can do so that we keep this, that we hold this, that we be this? This visual you had, my team, I am here with 7 women who came from all over the world. Literally, we have somebody here from Slovenia. Thank you, Maya, for coming from Slovenia. These 7 women, we saw this that you just said. We saw that. We saw the spiral. We saw the portal. Oh, okay. Do you want to say into the mic what you saw?
Yeah.
I know, I mean, like, if you don't mind, because it was really beautiful. If you could just say what you saw.
Yeah. When I went into meditation, it was this beautiful, almost like a spiral that was around the whole room, my body. It was something I've never experienced before. I'm clairvoyant, so I see quite a bit. But it was, I'm going to get emotional. It was something that was, I felt really protected and grounded. I knew something that was going to come through was very true. And I also met some new beings that I haven't worked with. And they were very ancient beings. Spider
spiderish, but not really spider, but just these ancient beings that kind of just have come through. And so I, yeah, so thank you. The spiral for me was the beginning of trusting this space. And so I'm also a skeptic. So I've traveled all over the world, and I know who's true and who's not, and because I could see it pretty quickly. So when I felt that, and I felt the light, and so much happened that that this is a powerful tool. Yes. Yeah, you mean like the third eye, like the seeing? I've been trained by a lot of beings that have come through in the past 15 years that have been kind of showing me how to trust the imagination, and and they would confirm. When I would question, they would confirm. Question, I would confirm. So it was just a process of like being open to it. And then now, there's no more confirmation. I know what I see, and I know that it's not really me. It's stuff that's coming through. And so, yeah. So thank you so much. Okay.
So I know I only have a few minutes left, but I just want to tell you, thank you so much. Thank you so much. You guys added a layer to this that is such a blessing. So thank you, beyond words. I did write a book. It's all about what I do, what I teach. It is designed as a course book. I have a course that goes with it. It's a 9-week course. It happens to be starting in 2 weeks. And it can also be read on its own. It's very activating. I'm just going to say it as we're talking here. There's a whole bunch of clearing still going on in the solar plexus. Just trust yourself. Allow. This is not a thing that when you get up and walk out, it just shuts off like a light switch. It's divine sacred flow. It's you. So just allow. Trust yourselves. Your body knows exactly what to do, and it's going to keep on doing it as you keep being. All right. So together, if you will, let's just allow ourselves to close it. We close this space in the greatest degree of love, in the highest alignments of light. We choose to be that love, and we choose to be that light. Yane kia na kaoa kea. Yania sauaye. Taboe ya kaneana. Taboe ya. Yane na kaoa ye. Blessings upon you, Holy One. Blessings.